Literally since I woke up this morning, I have had the song Don't Speak by No Doubt, it's Gwen Stefani, stuck in my head. So it's giving the energy of like a couple that's either broken up, used to be really close, just recently broke up, or knows that they need to break up. Like that's the energy floating around right now. So let's see, we've got Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Oh, heavy earth energy. Man, we're hitting the trifecta for all the earth signs. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so maybe I'm talking to an earth sign. I don't know. That song's been rattling around though, and it is not mine. It is not mine. So someone please claim this song before it drives me mad. All right, what do we have going on for this collective? Let's tap into that energy a bit more, shall we? Two of Pentacles, the Tower in the middle, and then the Moon card. Definitely back and forth energy about when to pull the trigger on this situation. Kind of like hemming and hawing, because you know that whatever this decision is, seems like it's going to be a breakup. But again, you know, just take the messages how they resonate. Doesn't necessarily need to be a breakup. But this back and forth energy of should I risk it? Should I do it for the plot? Mostly because of the fear of unknown. I feel like this is really what's getting in your way. You know, things are going to change, like major changes, major disruption to the everyday cycle of life. And you're kind of afraid of what's on the other side, because it's like, it's unknown. It's not set in stone. Nothing's been set yet. Also some fear about, you know, if you're going to be content and emotionally stable on the other side. Also giving, am I emotionally stable enough to make this decision and go through these changes? Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. Something needs to be said here. Someone needs to speak their mind. Definitely. Ooh. I don't know what just fell. I don't think it was a card. I don't know what that noise was. Oh, it was my phone charger. Okay. Okay. Take that how it resonates. I don't know. Someone just needs to like bite the bullet and just do it. Just do it. Just say the thing. Say what needs to be said. Because I feel like you're really focusing on this. Like there's so much energy and attention. This dude is staring right at this sword and what needs to be said. It doesn't seem like a hostile energy. Like it seems like a tender kind of energy. But it's like, it's something that's been neglected for too long now. And it's like, okay, we need to actually acknowledge the elephant in the room. We need to have that conversation. We need to do that thing and follow through. And because you know that this is something that's going to be affecting your future one way or another. It'll affect the future if you don't follow through. It'll affect the future if you do follow through. So I didn't get any more clarity on what this situation is. Strength and the Hierophant. So heavy Taurus energy. But we also have Leo here with the Strength card. Okay. This is like, it's giving long-term commitment with this Hierophant. It's giving like, again, I keep going back to romance. This is a love reading at this point. This is like, you guys have gone through a lot together, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe some of you have trauma bonded, and that's why this is like such a hard decision to make, especially if you find that you're going down different paths. I do feel like this is weighing on your subconscious though, with this Moon card is standing out to me again. Pisces energy, by the way, with the Moon as well. Heavy emotions, and a lot of disruption in the emotions, but definitely a fear of where are things going to go after this choice is made, after this conversation is had. Okay, Any more clarification on this situation? Five of Cups. It does seem like, especially facing this Hierophant, this level of commitment isn't serving you as well as it did in the past. I don't feel like it's serving either of you as well as it did in the past. Any more? Maybe it's too slow moving for your liking. We do have the Knight of Pentacles popping out here, and then the Lovers. So maybe things aren't like, they're not moving as quickly as you had hoped they would. It does feel like you have a lot invested with this person, though. It seems like something that's been pretty long standing to just like, that's why there's this hesitation, because it would disrupt like a lot of things. I don't know, I'm getting for some of you, maybe you're engaged. For some of you, you might be living together, and that's why this Tower card is like so kind of chaotic. Okay. It's this fear of the future, though, that's really holding you back. Any more clarification on this, Spirit? We've got the Emperor in the Progressive. So we've got Aries energy popping out here, and we have Gemini with the Lovers. Almost like being in this is kind of making you lose your sense of self. I feel like this is maybe the goal, is to get in this upright Emperor energy of like standing your ground, feeling strong and solid with who you are as a person. And it just seems like being with this person is kind of delaying that for you a bit. Let's see what else we can get. Let's get some advice from Spirit, shall we? There is this like antsy energy coming through here with this Knight of Swords. Ooh. We've got the Ten of Cups on the bottom, and then we've got the Queen of Swords underneath. This energy of like, you know what you want in the long term, and you're eager to get there, but it seems like the longer you go on with this person, this situation, however it's resonating, you're realizing that this is not, you're not aligned. You're not, the end goal that you envisioned is not aligned with where things are going with this individual. Four of Wands. All right, what is the advice for this collective, please, Spirit? What is the advice to this collective? King of Swords. Okay. Okay. King of Swords, Six of Swords, the Tower again, Two of Pentacles, now after the Tower, Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords has come out again. Okay, I'm like being called to take all of these, even though this is a large clump. We've got the Queen of Cups, we've got the World, we've got the Six of Cups, and then we have the Ten of Cups. So, Wheel of Fortune on the bottom, Two of Cups on the bottom, Emperor. These all seem very relevant, so I'm being called to list all of these cards. This happy home life, this stability that you've envisioned, whether it be with another person or on your own, you have a very clear idea of what you want. So you're really being called to now put things in motion. The King of Swords is very skilled at having difficult conversations in a mature manner, okay? We're not just like loosey-goosey, oh, well, you know, get over it, we're done. This is a very mature conversation that needs to be had. A difficult conversation, nonetheless, hence the back and forth Two of Pentacles energy that is coming both before the change and after. So it's like the encouragement here is to follow through, especially with the Six of Swords energy. Like, yes, make that transition. Yes, go into the abyss, go into the unknown, and just know that you're going to get through it. Also, you know, it does seem like there's this energy of kind of like, did I make the wrong decision? Did I do the right thing? You know, am I going where I need to be going with my life? And kind of this, it's almost like an aftershock after all of this is unearthed, addressed. This energy of, okay, maybe going back and forth, doubting, this self-doubt. Ooh, my stomach is gurgling. Some self-doubt poking through here. But at the same time, there's also this realization of like, okay, now I can focus on something new. Now I can invest my time in something new. I can look at things differently. I can acknowledge the things that, you know, that I went through, the way that I grew, and also like how did this add to me as a person? This seems like what you've taken away from this situation after the fact. And being able to look at that from a more objective point of view. You know, obviously process. I'm not saying don't, you know, I'm not saying go through this and do it emotionless. But at some point when things settle down a bit after all the chaos that this Tower card has come out twice now, there's a lot of change going on, and it might feel chaotic because it is just all at once. But after the fact, you're able to process it a bit more. You're able to kind of sit with it and recognize the new parts of you that have transcended from this situation. A lot of love regardless with this situation. Again, this seems like that's why it's so difficult to put an end to it, because there is a lot of love. And I feel like I'm speaking to a collective who is very empathetic. Again, a lot of lessons learned though. Like, I feel like you love this person. You love everything that you've gone through together. I just saw 1111 on my timer. But you love yourself as well. You know, I don't feel like this is going to be like a no contact, fuck you kind of situation. It very much seems like there's happiness in being able to stay in contact with this person, keep them as a friend or just someone close in your life. Ending on good terms definitely seems to be the encouraged path here. It's not just like a cut ties and move on and that's it. It seems like you're both mature. I'm not getting any immature energy in this reading. It's a very mature, like you're able to talk things through and have that hard conversation and kind of, you know, move forward into the abrupt chaos of the unknown and processing everything that's different now that you're split. But also being dear to each other still, like near and dear is the energy that's still coming through for both of you. Able to show up for each other with love still and not hold any resentment. Just acknowledge what you've gone through and the lessons that you've learned together and how it's helped you to grow and how it's helping you to, you know, build towards this energy of happiness. Even if it's not together, it's like there's still a solid friendship here. So it's like, it's not the end of the world. It's difficult though. It's very difficult. I'm not gonna just skate over that. Okay, I think that's about it. Good luck with this fun, heavy conversation, but honestly, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Spirit is loud and clear with that one. So if anyone's interested in booking a personal, you can do that through my website. Otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.